Hello there, I am Captain Vimes, and I wanted to do a recording today because it's the 100th anniversary of WW1, July 27th, of 2014, or of 1914, when it was 100 years ago. I really love World War One for its description, and I thought, because I can't really just go out there outside and just like run around in some army uniform and pretend to hide in the bushes and shoot something. One, because I don't have the equipment, but I thought to myself, last year we did a creative writing exam at school, GCSEs, and GCSEs, and I wanted to. The creative writing exam was on World War One. Of course, that's why I'm talking to you today. I do love the description out of World War One because there's so much to describe of what's going on, and when I do the writing on World War One, or any writing, I don't try to do what certain storytellers do, and they'll talk about how this person is talking to someone, and they'll talk about, oh, this is happening, how are you, I'm happy to see my kids and go home for Christmas, never happened, sort of thing. Not that. This is more on the fact of what's going on in someone's head, and what they're thinking at the time. Yeah. Anyway, I'll get on. Oh, here. Welcome to technology. Okay. Barbed wire streaks across the unknown land. Deathly helmets, battered by the heavens' demons, glistening like wet leather, now lay boiling in the sun. Masks that hide those of mass destruction suck down into the squelching mud. Grey, bullet-ridden coats blow in the blue, bountiful breeze. Dark, sharp sticks explode on order and damn creatures to a life of imprisonment, of death. The smog clears, and I hear the word "fire" being shouted from land to land. Everyone is at arms, everyone except me. I see angels in the sky, but not the ones I'm expecting. The ring in my ears will start once more. I try to run to safety, but how can I? My leg sloped over in the slurping mud that my sons sleep in 6 feet below. "I'll be with you soon, Matt," I whispered. Then everything went black. Blacker than night without the moon and stars. I thought to myself, am I dead? Is this it? Then my eyelids slithered open, and slowly and unnoticed, I awoke. I found myself in bed, with a book in my hand. I opened it to the last page and read through. The book was called Death in World War One. It was over! Just a nightmare, I said to myself with some relief. I drew back the curtains and shouted out the window, "God save the..." I paused. The seconds seemed to go slow and blurred. When I opened the window, I expected to see sunlight and birds twitter in the background. There was definitely light. A huge ball of fire in the distance. I was there for less than 3 seconds before the fiery ball consumed the city. The last paragraph of the book riddled through my head. It read, "Bullets streak the silence, yet my friends are still fighting. My family think I'm dead, yet I'm still walking. The world is finished, yet the war still wanders on." I'd like to say a thank you to, of course, all the World War One soldiers out there who, and I'm not the sort of person who believes that, oh, the baddies were the bad ones and all that crap. The only baddies in the war was the government themselves. The people were just people, just other people. They were just people fighting for their country, you know. So I thank everyone in the war, the British, the French. I think the Americans went in there, and of course the Russians and the Germans, because the Germans did put their lives through. Whether you may say, oh, I'm disliking this video because he's saying, oh, Germans are the good ones and all that. No, the government are the bad ones out of the Germans. You know, the Nazis were the government of the Nazis in there, and then you had the other part of the Nazis, and you had the German soldiers themselves. I'm not particularly sure on World War II, but in World War One, it was literally just people fighting for their families, and just, you know, just people wanting to have an end to the war so they could get back to their families. I recommend, if you're watching this, then definitely watch, there's a great film, it's on YouTube, I think it's the 1970 version, not the best version, the older version, the black and white version is better, of All Quiet on the Western Front. There is a book, it was originally a book, and it's a very, very good book. But if you don't want to read the book, watch the film. The 1970 one is free on YouTube. The black and white version isn't. Also, I'd like, if you're interested in more of the World War I stuff to do with game-related stuff, I recommend you go and watch Kim from the Yogscast, as she's doing a she's doing a new game by Ubisoft called Valiant Hearts, which is supposed to be about all the like I said, all the different sides of World War I and their stories and how they interact with the war and what happens to them around this time of war. So yeah, other than that, thank you for listening to this video and watching this video, and yeah, like and subscribe, and do remember the people in World War I, not just the good ones, not just the bad ones, I don't know. Remember everyone there. Thank you.